What's the ad?
Recording's in progress.
Oh, VSC people.
Good morning and welcome to the most dangerous show of the week. That's all I got for you this morning. Good morning. I have volume. And yeah, I just got to do this way because, oh, hello, as the elastics thwack me. Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow, the VSC edition. The danger show, apparently. Yeah. So, hi, I'm Rebecca. I am the mostly awake owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in gonna be in the 50s today and maybe sunny, Brevard, North Carolina. I'm Liz. I'm a minion there. So it's Wednesday. We tell you about things that will be on sale until we film again next Wednesday. So and just to remind y'all, it is the product of the week with spaces. Gets you 15% off on the things we are about to show you. Please make sure if you're shopping online with us that you go to the product of the week category in the online shop to make sure that these products are there, because that means I have hit all the magic buttons on the backside to make this happen. So, and yes, I am wearing my Sorrel sweater again. Last week, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to rotate all my sweaters so you get to see them all. And then between running out of time when we come into the shop, because I'm always late. So not a time. And I'm getting so many compliments on this sweater lately. I finished it like last year sometime. Yeah. And it's not like the newest one I finished, but everyone seems to love it. So I'm wearing it. Between the color and the yarn and the design. Someone is like, you know, the shape of it's nice because it's not too baggy. And I really think that's picking the right size. That was between like the size that my bust would indicate and the size that would probably fit the rest of me, because the girls are bigger than most of me. I think it was picking the in-between size. I think it's the structure of the yarn, helping it look like this and not like this. And this texture definition is just so much fun. Sorrel by Wool and Pine. Link to the Ravelry pattern should be in the description by the time I write it. So moving on. So I'm in green again today. One of our knitters last night mentioned how we were color coordinated with the baskets that were up here. And I'm like, that was just a happy accident, because I just said, ooh, these have bottoms that have patterns on them. So yeah, I could take credit for that and say we are, you know, marketing geniuses, or we, you know, yeah, but I have that eye for design in mind. We don't do show notes, so we just wing it. So it's fine. Yeah, if you're just joining us, guess what? We wing it. Okay, so in the spirit of winging it, we picked 2 yarns today that one has absolutely no connection to anything we've been talking about, but it's been popular in the shop. It's been like, ooh, I need a little project because all the trails are closed because of the snow, but I came up here to hike. And then they're like, ooh, what is this? And the other one is totally linked to stuff we've been working on. But yeah, I'm going to start with the one that's not, because I kind of went by and went, ooh, let's do this. And just a heads up, especially if they are yarns that we have talked about before on the VSC, which could have been, you know, we've been filming for 2 years. So we've probably talked about almost everything. I still have, I will have a disclaimer. I still have not gotten everything in the shop up into the online shop, because some of them, like our hardy basics, like Cascade 220 and 220 Superwash, which are not on sale this week, even though I just mentioned them out loud on a Wednesday. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of colors, and just even getting the baskets up, and there's only 20 baskets, is going to be challenging for me this week. Actually, there's 19 now because one sold yesterday. So someday I might get all the basics up too. But right now, life is just, there's a lot going on. I'm trying. I'm doing my best, people. Thank you for your patience. So, Bamboo Bloom is this super awesome yarn. It's all the fuzzies over here. It's bamboo and wool. Liz is going to read stats in a second, but it's a thin, thick yarn. It's considered bulky, or a number 5, and it is a thin, thick yarn. And part of what makes it look really cool like this is an awesome one skein cowl. It's kind of between and in a short cowl and an infinity cowl. Because the way I made it with my gauge, I can just barely, maybe if I try really hard, put it around a second time. But with this thing on top of my head right now, probably not. So you might need to modify the pattern a little, but one skein gets you about this much. And this was made, I know I'm doing this before we read all the stats, but just because I'm on a roll. This was made by when the bamboo chunks are coming at you, which are thin, when they're coming up on your left needle, you're knitting in a circle. When thin stuff comes at you on the needle and you're sticking your other needle in, you knit it. And when thick stuff, which is the wool tufts of this, come up on your needle, you purl it and you get this really cool texture. So go ahead, Liz.
We have, you get 154 yards per 100 grams. It is 48% rayon from bamboo, 44% wool, and 8% acrylic.
Just a little bit of acrylic to give it a little structure and hold it together.
Yep. They're recommending a US 9.
This was knit on a 10.
And a US K or 10.5 hook.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because the hook really has to allow for both the thin and the thick.
Yep.
And if you're doing big stitches with the big fluffy, you want a bigger hook.
Hand wash, lay flat to dry. We are retailing it for $12.95.
$12.95 currently. I've mentioned in the newsletter, prices are going up everywhere. So a lot of the prices we mention on these shows, if you go back and watch a show from a year or two ago, that may not be the retail price online anymore because prices may have gone up. Just no, we're not trying to cheat anybody. When prices go up, we have to raise our prices too. So we're trying to do that as moderately as possible. Sometimes we sticker a whole yarn. And sometimes when it's a more expensive yarn, just the new colors as they come in. So you can still save on the colors that we've had longer. Okay.
I will say with the bamboo bloom, we have a few colors left that they have DX'd.
So what we have is what we have.
Yeah.
Like we usually make the disclaimer of like, if we're out of a color, call us because maybe we can pre-order it for you. That's becoming a little more challenging depending on whether it's in stock or not. Like I don't like taking people's money on a pre-order if it's out of stock with our supplier and we don't know when it's going to come back in. And some of these we can't because they're not making it anymore.
They're not making it.
So Liz pulled a few colors. I don't think all the colors are here and we're not going to, lavishly show. Yeah, they are behind us on the wall. We're not going to lavishly show off every single color and describe it in super detail because time. But are those all the ones that are DX'd?
I think these two are DX.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can I see this one?
Yeah.
Some of it, and if it says hand paints on it, like there's the bamboo bloom and the bamboo bloom hand paints. And the ones that are not hand paints tend to just say, like, they tend to be more tonal, even though this might look tonal, it's got a little more colors in it. I think
we're
they
out of rice. So
they DX the ones that just say bamboo bloom on them.
Yeah,
that aren't considered the hand painted ones, even though they've got some different colors in them. They tend to be more tonal. They're sticking with the hand paints with the wilder color combinations, which actually this one falls into, but hang on. So yeah, that's why those
two racy reds and 2 mustards.
Right when we brought the mustards
Spicy
in,
mustard.
they were gone.
Yeah.
We brought them in with the silvers. The silvers are already gone. So tones of red with a hint of purple, like a little bit in there, but not much. There's like, it's more oranges and reds and pinks. And then the mustards are, it's really that mustard yellow. It's really gorgeous. We only have 2 left of each of those. And that's it, people. When it's gone, the way of the dodo. So, again, these are not all the colors, but this one, which is called Precious Jade. And honestly, of the ones that are left, I don't know which ones we can get back in and which ones we can't. I think we can get most, but I can't promise. I don't want us to promise things I can't keep. Precious Jade, we've got yellows and teals and a hint of green. It's really, if you like the light poppy colors, this is really nice.
Nagano, it is all pastels, yellows, purples, grays.
It's another
pinks,
light one.
Light blues. Some medium blues are in there too.
The one I'm wearing every time it comes in, because we've had this one for years. Every time it comes in, it's a little different. It is called Sanchu, and it's got grays and kind of salmony orange, yellow, a little bit of a light green. Like The one I'm wearing has very little of that light green in it. I like it when it's got a little more of the hints of light green in it. So it's really nice. What you got?
This is my favorite. It's Dragon. It's got reds, pinks, yellows, grays, corals.
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
You grab 2 of Emperors,
Oh.
just so you know. So that one right there
Yeah.
is Emperor too. Emperor has dusky purples and grays and that mustardy yellow, and almost a purpley pink. And it's just, I mean, I really love these color combinations. So in years past, people have made like these as one skein Christmas projects and stuff. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but you could get a head start. So
we have New Year. It's orange and salmons and little bits of reds.
There's purples in there.
Purples.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'm gonna say they're all nice. It's kind of my thing. Inchy, I think it's only Inchy, but we have it on there twice, how it was listed online. We've got purples and greens, but it's more kind of Eastery greens than like thistly greens, right? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, it's more the jewel tones, light jewel tone, pastel-y jewel tones.
Just saw
if
the
that's the
mail
thing.
lady walk by.
Do we need to get?
I have a stack of.
She's gonna keep talking. I'm gonna put stuff outside.
We have Stephen Bellius. It is black with neon greens and blues and pinks and yellows, and it's a rainbow with black. It's awesome. And then we have Kimono. It's this pretty aqua-y jade. Like, it's not teal, it's not aqua, it's anyway more of a jade green light, and then yellows and pinks, and there's some little dabs of purples, and anyway, it's really pretty. What color green would you call this?
It's like between a mint and a mermaid.
A mint and a mermaid. I was calling it like a pale jade, but yes,
Yes,
a mint
that
and a
works too.
mermaid.
Like, because it's kind of minty, but it's a little more tealy than minty.
Yeah, but not teal.
I
not
just
blue
put our
teal, more of a
packages.
green
Oh,
teal.
I think yes. Oh, good, because we didn't put a table out. I put them on the floor. Was there a scan sheet? There was a scan.
There was a scan sheet. Oops. So yeah, we have other colors that we did. She is already gone. We have other colors that we didn't pull, but those are the bamboo bloom. And let's see. Yeah, I think we got most of them. We have a couple. There's Pagoda. I don't think we talked about Pagoda. It's that minty green jade with browns and pinks, and they're salmony pinks and a little bit of orange. So I'm bad at, vamping. So anyway, Bamboo Bloom, one skein projects, fantastic. The next yarn, are we doing a yarn? She's already out there. So we'll do a yarn. Yay. The next one is Ushya. I'm just going on to Ushya. Here she comes.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting mail containers. You want to give me mail containers?
So we have Mirasol Ushya. I will read stats
It's what
while we
she's
wait. It's
wearing.
what I'm wearing. It is 114 yards per 100 grams.
it's
It-
fantastic.
Is 98% merino wool and 2% polyamide. They're recommending a US 15 needle, hand wash, lay flat to dry.
Who had fun while I left Liz to vamp?
I don't vamp well, and everybody knows that.
But
And
it's still entertaining.
we are retailing it for $24.95.
$24.95. It is. I've made a cardigan. There's the Moonflower Cardigan, which is in a discontinued colorway, so I haven't brought it out today.
I've made
Takes
mine.
6.
My fisherman's cabled
Yes.
cardigan.
It is an awesome option.
crop.
Yes, it is an awesome option for a super bulky knit when you don't want it to be heavy. Warm,
Yes.
but not heavy. Can you imagine the Papillon that Liz is wearing if she had made it out of a twisted yarn that is really heavy? And we would be picking her up off the floor. This
much, just so everybody can, because I haven't stood up yet.
We're going to really show this off tomorrow.
This much is really, really heavy.
Yeah, turn
But
around.
if it had been done in a twist.
Yeah, it'd be like she wouldn't lift her arms up. So how many skeins of yarn do you think are in the thing you're wearing?
Oh,
Rough estimate.
I had probably 2 or 3 of the mallard, 2 reds, 2 of this, 1 green, 1 silver.
We're over 10.
1 brown.
Yeah.
1
a
of
lot.
those.
So
I
almost every
estimate
color
about
here.
15.
Almost every color here and some extra colors. Some of the colors she's wearing we no longer have. Like the yellow is gone. You know.
The peat green.
The peat green is gone. No, it's not.
Oh.
That's cornflower. Yeah, corn silk we still have. There are others. There it could be other shades of green. That green, the emerald green, we might not have anymore.
That's the not wasabi.
It's wakame.
Wakame.
I knew it was there somewhere. Okay, so it's really like 6 skeins for a cardigan that is warm and fuzzy but not super heavy. It's for a super bulky to be able to get 114 yards out of 100 grams is really awesome. And that's that chainette. We have had a knitter who has done cables with it. And then when she blocked it, it flattened. And it may not have come, that could have been the way she blocked it though. But so honestly, if you do something with cables or something with a pattern in it that you don't want to deflate, you may not want to block it. You may just want to let it do its fluffiness and exist. You know, like I don't think I blocked the cardigan I made out of it. I just wore it. So fun we've got neutrals, right? I think for this, we actually pulled out every single color we have on the racks right now. At some point we may get more colors in, but I can't promise it's going to be this week while it's on sale. In some ways, if you guys scarf this up on sale, it allows me to bring in more product. And we might have new colors the next time we talk about it. Because I think new colors have been released. We just haven't ordered them.
We've gotten 3 new to us colors.
Mm-hmm. And 3 or 4, I want to say.
The green.
Because we got
the
this,
red.
this. We might have gotten that. We've got a bunch of new colors
Red, purple,
recently.
and dark brown were the new ones.
And I can't promise that we have a ton of stock of them at the moment. But, 1 or 2
It wasn't
would
all me. It wasn't all me.
Not all.
Some, but not all.
Just okay. Charcoal gray. Would you like to say some of these, or would you like to take a break because I left you by yourself?
I don't care.
White cloud. Some of these are heathery or pretty solid, and some of these have like a lot of vibrancy and flecks of other colors in them. I'm going through some of the neutrals right now. Chestnut is super dark, but has tones of other stuff in it. Lots of the chestnuts and mahoganies we have in the shop have like red tones and other things in them. It's really cool. Cafe Mocha is a light one, but this has some ruddy tones in it too, which is really cool. Corn silk is the one. It's kind of the pea green one that that Liz was thinking I keep thinking this one's gone, but it's other ones that are gone.
It's very similar to
like
the Barocco's pea soup.
Yeah. This is like its mirror image where it's got some warmy hints in it, but this has some coolie hints in it. This one's bay leaf without a Y, Baleaf. Bay leaf is kind of a mid-range green. That's one of the new ones. We got a bunch of new ones. Fieldberry is a nice light purple. Mallard, I think, is a one we cannot get back in again. And I think this is the only skein left. It's a tealy blue. It's gorgeous. If we can bring back in another tealy something, we'll see what they're offering now. But
that's kind of my fault.
Yeah, let's blame Liz for that. Okay, cool. So we'll put it over there. Someone just bought a bunch of silver cloud last week. And this one, it's gray, but it's got these hints of light blue in it or darker blue in it, but they're so little, they don't distract from the light gray. I think we can get this back in again. We only have a couple skeins left, but if you're like, I need tons, contact the shop. We'll see what we can do about a pre-order. Again, pre-orders totally are based on if it's in stock with my supplier. If it's out of stock with my supplier, that means we don't know when it will be back in, and I will not take your money because I want to guarantee I can get it for you. Like when things are out of stock, it could mean they're back ordered for months or only weeks, and it could mean they're planning on DXing it, and we just don't know. So I don't do that until I know for sure. Amaranthus is another one. It's a warm berry color, like intense berry color that I'm pretty sure we can't get back again. So whatever we have left of this one is all we have left. We brought back in to compensate for that, or not back in, we brought in to compensate for that. There's Hollyhock, which is a much more purpley. It's got tones of this in it as little flecks. And I know on camera, these might look the same, but they're not. You see how this is darker, right?
It's almost like an eggplant.
Yeah. It's an eggplant with berry hints in it. It's gorgeous. I think
it looks dark, but it's got that neon pop. Like it's it's
intense. It's very intense. And we only have a couple skeins left of it because it's so popular, but I think we can get this again. So I don't know if it's in stock right now, but I think we can get this again. This guy, this is more of a brick color. This is called Rosewood. This is new. We brought this in for Liz for her sweater. I don't know how much we have of it at the moment, but we can probably get this one. And we have a good chunk of this one.
Because
I was confusing
extra
it with
after I bought my sweater.
So this is more of kind of a brick red. It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. And then this is cornflower. I'm pretty sure we can get cornflower back in. This is more of a cobalt blue, like ultramarine cobalt, really pretty. And really
but it has some of that fuchsia-y pinks
that's
purples in it.
The Barocco Ultra Alpaca has the same thing with their cobalt mix. It's very popular to have a very intense blue that has like little hints of pink, not overwhelming hints of pink, but little hints of pink in it. And I think it's a trend that has not gone away, and I think we are all the better for it. So, so those are the two yarns that we have on sale this week. And then I thought, because I'm having so much fun with my little knit out box, we're going to put the knit out box from Lantern Moon on sale this week as a product of the week, just the knit out box. So a reminder of how this works. It's basically like a cloth knitting bowl. And so I'm using, I gauge swatched last night and decided I liked my gauge swatch. So I've started just the littlest hint of my Avena sweater. I'm only using one yarn. It really only fits one yarn instead of two, but the fun color changing that I'm only using for the yoke, I don't need to put in my knit out box. I will be using my knit out box for all of the main body with my fiber spades. So when you get your knit out box, it is, I'm looking at the time because, I had other things I was doing while we were filming. It's going to come with all this all sandwiched together in a little gauze bag that, tulle, right? Organza tulle, something like that. That with a little bow on it. I made a really short little reel about this. You could see it in that. It's going to come all squished flat like this, which this is the cool thing about it. A yarn bowl, you have to figure out how that fits in a suitcase or a bag or something else. When you're not using it, this travels really well because it compresses really flat. But you've got two pieces that when you fluff them out become little box shapes. One has the little tassels on it, the little balls on it. That's the outside. That's the top layer. And the one that doesn't have that is the inside layer. And Liz brilliantly figured out or knew or whatever that I was trying to put it in the top and then put it was so they both have little holes on them. Take the smaller one without the tassel-y things, without the balls. Put your yarn in that. Go boop, get the strand you're going to be knitting from into this little hole. Take the other one, line up your holes. I'm trying to do this over the yarn, right? Line up your holes and slide it on so that your yarn can go out that hole. And then buckle all the little buckles. We got one on the front and we have 2 on the sides to keep your box all together. And then you can hold it this way, or you can turn it over and hold it this way, and it's not going to come out, and you'll be able to pull your yarn out of that. I think it's pretty ingenious.
It can get dropped. It's not going to break.
It's not going to break.
It can get batted around. It's not going to break. It is.
Works for center pull. Should work for outside pull too, because it can just roll around in there and you can keep pulling. It's going to keep cats and dogs away from the ball. It's not going to keep them away from this strand, but it's going to keep them away from the ball, from like grabbing it and running off with it or attacking it. You got to figure out what to do with the yarn coming out of it. That still can get attacked. But you're also not locked in, because if you use a yarn bowl or something with a hole in it and you start pulling through that hole, you're stuck till it's done. This, you can unbuckle everything just like I did when I first took this out of my bag and take your yarn out. So I didn't prep one to say what the retail price is, so I will go find one with a tag on it to tell you what the retail price is. Because it's right here.
Because it's close by.
It's close by. $31.95 is what we are retailing these for. It is a silk composite, I think. Modal satin knit out box with the Ajrak block printed fabric. This is the new block print that they're doing a lot of the Lantern Moon stuff out of. So it's a modal satin instead of a silk. Like they used to all be silk stuff when Lantern Moon existed. This is like the reboot of Lantern Moon. So modal satin, it's 5 inches cube. So 5 inches on each side of this thing. And buttonhole closure, blah, 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 blah. Ecologically compliant facility is where it was made. And they're an advocate of equal and fair market wages for all their employees. So I just love these. I think they're super, super cute and squishy. I can put this in my knitting bag and zip it shut, and it will take on the shape of my knitting bag and then pop right back and be fine. So
I like the fact that it's squishable. It's got a beautiful design. So if you were like, I don't like the yarn bowl, it doesn't blend in with my living room or whatever.
This is a fashion accessory.
It's a fashion accessory. It's great all the way around for like everything. So
all right, we gotta go.
Yep.
Because I made us start late, and then the mail, and then
okay.
So we love y'all. We hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Dear Becky and Lizzie, and we have several questions to address. So we have things to talk about, so we don't have to vamp quite as much tomorrow. We'll just see. And we want to show off in more full glory the Papillon. So come tomorrow. We'll clear out some yarn, make some more space so you can really see all of it. The gimongous Papillon.
Humongous just isn't big enough a word.
No, my autocorrect was trying to make it humongous. I'm like, no, I wrote gimongous and I meant it. So, and then we have knit night on Friday night from 7 to 9 p.m. We had one last night. It was lovely. Our next one is Friday night. You can get in on Zoom with the shop phone number
828-877-3550.
And then Sunday is our monthly sit and stitch. That is going to be on Zoom, as we just addressed how to join. And it's also going to be on Facebook Live from 1 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can tune in on Facebook, see me, hear Zoom, and decide if you're liking what you're experiencing. And if you're comfortable, join us over on Zoom. Or if you have the internet capability, you can join us on Zoom. So thank you very much for letting us run around and try to show you a couple of yarns and a notion. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff.
All that stuff.
Patreon,
if you don't need yarn or notions and you'd like to support the entertainment we provide, patreon.com/sundragon. And if we get to 800 subscribers, we will have a slightly bigger sale than last time. And we are inching our way there. So thanks. All right, bye. Ooh, I'm stepping up. I stepped on it. I'm sorry.
I didn't even notice because it's so big.
I did because of my foot squished.
Oh.